Time, girl, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm. Oh, I gotta take that.
All right. Okay, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of Los Amigos podcast. It is your host, Booyah Dylan Barbosa. To my left, I have George Geronimo.
How's it going, guys?
Splat.
And to my right, I have Dave, the Devastator, over here talking about survival. Cricket. So that is our theme for today, everyone. We're gonna be talking about survival. We're gonna open this up with Dave. Actually found a really funny story that it kind of has to do with survival.
Wild animals.
It's wild
Animal survival.
Each other.
What's the story that we got here, Dave?
All right. So on a golf course in Africa, there were these two
There's
mambas.
golf courses in Africa?
That's a good question.
We're going to have to check the credentials on that one.
No, that's exactly what I read.
So you mean in an abandoned parking lot in Africa?
It was
some
a
holes
golf.
in the ground.
Hey, man, they're doing it there. They're playing golf.
However they play golf.
I don't know how.
That's definitely a richer neighborhood.
Yeah, with sticks for putt-putts.
For putt-putts.
Whatever they call those with golf sticks. I don't know.
The golf. Yeah. Anyway.
With elephant tusks. I don't know what they use in Africa.
Yeah. Ivory.
The illegal ivory trade.
Yeah, that's where it is. Really just.
That's how they use their golf clubs.
Yeah. Yeah, they have ivory golf clubs.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, in a golf course in Africa, this woman was with her children just chilling, playing some golf, I guess. And to their surprise, as they're driving in their golf cart, they see two...
Driving on the back of a hippopotamus.
Give him a break.
Sorry, I apologize.
Oh, man. They're driving and they're pulling up onto the next hole and what they see is two snakes battling each other.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just twisting and turning, and she was like, "Oh, look, it's just snakes." She oddly was calm about it, and then
that's how you know you're from Africa.
That's just a natural sight for them.
Yeah.
Another mamba.
snake.
Yeah.
But she didn't see it was a mamba until she got up close, and
they're fighting for gas money.
Yo, that's 5.
Yo, I told you.
I gave you a ride last week.
Bro, you stay tripping.
I paid for your food last time.
Yeah.
So yeah, she sees this, and instead of freaking out and calling the cops, she calls her family over to see these poisonous snakes battling each other out. Mamba's poisonous. This is a deadly snake, and she was just like, "Yo, kids, come over here. Check these snakes kill each other out."
I have a question about that.
What's up, yo?
If a poisonous animal of the same species fights another poisonous animal of the same species,
Cancel out.
does it cancel out the poison? Is it now just a fight?
It makes them stronger.
I don't get it.
Well, if you want an actual answer, I'm pretty sure because they have the acid inside of them.
Right.
So
So they're immune?
they should be.
They
right?
probably would be immune.
That's a good question.
Oh, man.
That involves further research. Maybe we'll do a venom episode or a
that'd be
toxicology
cool.
episode.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah. So these two black mamas are fighting on a golf course, and nothing grinds my gears more than trying to get an 18 round, and two deadly
snakes,
7-foot snakes are just battling.
They
on
were
this field.
gigantic.
That's great. So who won?
They were doing it for really long, and they just kind of gave up. They were like, "All right," and then they left. It was super anticlimactic. They just were just like, "Okay, enough of this bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm out."
They voided the winner stays on rule.
Yeah,
because next there's just gonna be regular people who is recording coming in and fighting
just to get the lottery at the end to get the money.
Yeah. Well, if I learned anything today is that Africa has golf courts.
Yeah,
golf courses.
that's what I heard.
Pretty interesting. All right, cool. So, in terms of survival, we're gonna be doing something different today. We could be talking about those boring old survival stories. Man's foot gets caught in a rock in the desert and he survives.
He has to chop it off.
Boo. Yeah, we've heard Bear Grylls. Fake. We
slept in a tent.
Yeah, what we're gonna do today is simulate a survival scenario using two of us, George and Dave. They're going to be survivors in this little game that we're going to be playing that's going to simulate a survival scenario. It's going to be
historically accurate. Everything.
Right. Everything's going to be extremely meticulous.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
we know exactly what we're talking about.
Here's how we're going to do it. I'm gonna be this moderator. I'm gonna be God, if you will. I'm gonna be guiding these two survivors on their adventure here. The way we're gonna play this game is they have 5 days to survive. If they make it to the end of the 5th day and they're still alive and they complete their objectives daily, they have daily objectives. So day 1 they have to do something. Day 2 they have to do something. If they complete that, then they survive and they win the survival game. And we know that we can survive if we're ever trapped in a forest or a desert or
no matter how ridiculous the situation.
Or in Africa golf courts. Courses. Yeah. So that's how we're gonna start. So the rules are pretty simple. It's gonna be kind of like turn-based. Each guy, Dave and George, has 3 actions that they use to accomplish these objectives for the day. Once they use all 3 actions, then their day is complete. If they complete their objective, we move on to the next day. So simple enough. You'll catch along as we go through these days. And I think we're ready to get started. So boys, you ready?
We all have equipments.
Yeah. Right? We'll go over that when we start it up. So all right. Here we go. So we're gonna put you guys in a airplane, a moving small capacity. Like the one you ever see the one in Jurassic Park 3?
Yep.
Where the guy wakes up and the Velociraptor wakes up in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, except there is a Velociraptor in the plane.
With us.
Oh man,
so you
survival.
So you already have to start surviving. So you both wake up and this Velociraptor's in the plane and he's actually the pilot.
I thought we were at the.
No, he's okay. He's got his certificate.
He's got glasses.
He's been trained. He's
This isn't his first flight.
Right, he's civilized.
How does he talk?
Just like literally just like that. That's exactly how he's communicating with you guys.
Hey pilot, how we doing?
So,
the more he talks, the more vicious he gets.
But the thing is, you understand what he's saying. So, you guys are flying over the Andes Mountains. I like the Andes Mountains.
Yeah, sure.
Because there's mints named Andes Mints, I believe.
Okay.
Definitely.
We'll do a fact check.
We won't.
Never.
Somebody comment below if they know if Andes Mints is a thing or not. And if they were made in the Andes Mountains. So we're flying over these mountains. You guys are going to a destination. I don't know. Where are you going, George?
I'm going to go check out my relatives that live in California.
Oh,
yeah.
You're going to California?
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Nice. You're going to be an actor or something out there?
Yeah.
Struggling actor.
Gonna act for a couple of days.
For a porn movie.
And then I'm gonna go back home.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real quick.
Just a quick business trip.
Yeah, just how's it going? All right, I'm out.
And he's gonna do a movie.
Very nice.
That's not bad.
Cool. And where you going, Dave?
Hey man, I'm a professional snowboarder, and I'm going straight to Canada to compete in the X Games.
Wow. Okay, very cool. This Velociraptor has to make many trips far apart from each other because it seems like whatever this commercial airline is, just going wherever the fuck it wants. So,
Your ticket says no exit.
Exactly.
There's no destination. It's wherever it's landing.
Well, there's a problem.
Oh no! I wonder what it could possibly be.
The plane starts stuttering. The engine's dying.
Low budget sound effects.
It's got those like propellers that are just they're giving out. The plane's going down, and
the Velociraptor's just yelling at you.
And the problem is the plane's going down because the Velociraptor's claw got into the shit and into the electronics, and it just fucked everything up. Because at the end of the day, he's still a Velociraptor.
Yeah, he still has his true nature.
He's still himself.
He knows how to fly.
Yeah,
but he could still murk you because he's a Velociraptor.
So he's, whatever. Anyways, the plane's going down, and you both are ready to jump. You guys know that this is your only chance, or else you're crashing down with this Velociraptor in this plane. So you do. You both have your parachutes. That's the sound of the plane door just bursting open. So then you both
can't hear anything.
You both jump and you just pray for it. Your parachute comes crashing down. You guys just fall thud into the forest floor, and your day 1 begins. So here we are, day 1. Your parachutes disintegrated.
Yep.
Spontaneous combustion.
Biodegradable.
Just
They're biodegradable. Yeah, they're
Yep.
for the earth.
instant biodegradable.
Very nice. It was good material.
It knows when it's done being used, and it just disintegrates.
Exactly.
Into
So,
plants.
You both have some. You have your backpack with some equipment in it. So I'm gonna give you guys some items. All right. To my left, I have George, who has a knife on him, a small pocket knife. He's got a box of condoms because he's a porn star. He was gonna go do his porn thing in California. And he also has like a box of bandages that he could use to, bandage.
Like the sticky band-aids or like
the
the
Dora the
wraps?
Explorer ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you mark that down, George.
Oh, Dora the Explorer? Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. That could be useful.
Can I have like the boots
No,
version?
no,
No,
it's the bootleg
Dora.
one that you get from like the pharmacy in
Or like the corner store.
the
your
corner
local
store.
Corner store.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
like
even
on a
Dora.
random shelf next to like some glasses and stuff. Like that corner store sells like
Esperanza
cup
the
of noodles.
Explorer.
Just the worst deli and corner store. Dave,
What's
you
happening?
have I'll give you a water bottle. You have a flashlight. And you also have a picture of your family. Very dear, good-looking family. You're holding on to it for moral support, and it brings you comfort.
Does the flashlight have batteries?
Yeah, it's got some. It works. It does that thing where it stutters a little bit. You got to hit it. So be careful.
So the battery life is
it's
very
on
low.
its way out. Cause why you didn't think you're gonna need one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just gonna bring this dead battery.
Right. So your
Flashlight.
objective for the day, boys, is you need to build a shelter. So you both have 3 actions that you can spend, and you need to accomplish this task. Side note to anyone who's listening, there's going to be some events that go on as these guys try and accomplish these tasks. So how we're going to go about it is they're going to tell me what they want to do, and we're going to roll a dice. On a 1, 2, or 3, they pass. That means that they accomplish what they're trying to do with their action. On a 4, 5, or 6, that means they fail, and something else happens or interferes and gets in the way. So go ahead. What do you guys want to do?
I have a question. What defines shelter? Can I wear
That's a
my
good
condom
question.
over my head and just be safe from the rain?
Oh, I don't like that.
That's a good question, but no, it needs to
Damn.
be actual survival. This is the survival episode.
George, you're
So,
not just gonna
you know,
wear
we-
a condom over your head.
We got some credentials to maintain here. Some
Alright,
dignity.
fine.
George,
a
you
real
just-
shelter. that
You
can
just
be
got
proud
lost. It's not time to be insane already.
Of. Exactly. You gotta have some dignity in this shelter.
Okay.
Like you're actually gonna survive.
All right.
Yeah, you're not gonna go mental.
Go ahead.
What are you thinking we do, George?
I think the same thing that we would do, that everybody would do. Just find some
Pull their
trees.
pants down?
Pull their pants down.
Pants down.
Mm-hmm.
Wear the condom over your head.
A condom on
Poke
your
out a
head.
hole so you can
Breathe.
Breathe. Yeah. This is
And-
this
But
is
not
great.
see.
Yeah. Keep the eyes.
Keep the eyes closed.
Yeah.
So
So you're wearing a condom.
protective
Your
headgear.
pants are down.
And we find some trees, broken down trees.
Okay.
There we go. Finally. So
Now-
we're just
now we got an
gonna
action.
chop down some trees, or
Alright.
not chop down, like find some branches and
Okay.
leaves so we
So,
can create this shelter.
What I'm taking is that you're both gonna spend an action going out into the woods and gathering some branches.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool. So since you're both doing it, I'm just gonna roll 1 dice, and it'll subtract both your actions, so I don't have to roll for the both of you.
Okay.
We'll make it simple since you're both doing one thing. Ooh, I rolled
That's a
5. 5, meaning that something happens. So on your guys' way to go get these branches, you notice that there's a pile of mushrooms, and George, being hungry,
Of course.
is
Wearing
gonna
my condom.
is wearing his condom. He's gonna pick up one of these mushrooms and eat it, and now he's hallucinating all over the fucking place.
Yo, what's up, George? How you doing?
Why are you wearing the condom now?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You have a condom on your head, George.
Dave, look at this.
What is it?
What is it?
It's a
All right.
Oh,
wow! So
yeah,
he's
he's
really
high.
hallucinating.
He's high.
He is
George is
high,
high.
as hell.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
All right, so I don't.
So Dave doesn't really trust what George is doing right now.
Yeah, he's just there being silent.
All right, George. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna need you to roll a dice. On a 1, 2, or 3, you wake up, and you're fine. You
Okay,
sober up
okay.
quickly. On a 4, 5, or 6, you're gonna lose another action.
All right. Here we go.
Just trying to sober up.
That's
And
a
it's a
6.
6.
It's a 6.
You're high. You're seeing.
Oh
It
lord.
sucks that you're in the woods because it's like, you're starting to get paranoid. You start seeing crazy things. You start seeing fucking goblins running around.
Centaurs.
Centaurs.
just in the background as silhouettes.
Yeah, exactly. Just like you start hearing Jesus' voice.
Oh.
George. You've been kind of okay.
You pass. I mean,
I
barely.
saw you masturbate in your room yesterday.
Yeah.
You
Your
should be
grandmother
ashamed.
was still awake.
Knock it off, okay? Not again.
Just come on, have some dignity. So, so you're spending another action, just trying to sober up. So we're gonna put you laying down on the ground. You're enjoying your trip. Dave, now what?
I have 2 actions, right? And George has 1.
Yeah.
Do I still get I don't get the stuff, right? Or do I still get them? Because George found the mushrooms, and I'm the one that didn't find the mushrooms. So do I get these branches or not?
You know what? Yeah, let me roll a dice and figure that out. No, you don't, because I roll a 6.
Great.
So what's gonna happen is George, being so high, takes all his clothes off and starts scratching at you because he's hallucinating and he thinks you're this evil, despicable demon.
Yep. Antichrist.
The Antichrist, because Jesus was talking to George,
Yeah, and he, gave me
and
the,
he was like,
the scoops.
"Hey, George,
Don't
come
trust
here,
him.
come here. You see that fucking guy over there? Look at that fucking asshole. What I want you to do is claw at him and make sure he's dead, because he's trying to steal all your damn Frosted Flakes."
You
Because
won't
George is
get my frosted flakes.
yeah, George is so
Yeah.
high he thinks the pebbles on the ground are
Or
Frosted
Frosted
Flakes.
Flakes, yeah.
So he starts clawing at you. What are you gonna do? You have to
have to
spend an
do-
action, right?
So wait, this action 2 is him scratching at me and me defending myself?
Yes.
Okay, well, I slap George so hard,
Yeah.
I sober him up with my slap.
I like that.
It's
I allow it.
It's like the wind up of the century and just the whip of a slap to
Nice.
wake him up.
Okay, so I approve. Dave is smacking the shit out of George to get him sober.
Oh.
So George didn't like that, but now he's sober and Jesus has
You're
disappeared
okay, cool. You're gonna let it happen.
because Jesus is fake. All right, so
That was a great thing to say.
so you both are down to 1 action.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? You still have to accomplish. You have to build this shelter.
So let's get the stuff together, and or I'll get the stuff and you can make the shelter.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
So that's what we're going with. Let's roll to see if I get the stuff.
I'm gonna roll to see if Dave actually gets all his things together and recovers. So it's a 2. It works out well. Dave gets all these branches. He gets it in a pile and he's ready to go to work. It all
George.
comes down to this last action.
I am. They know me for the handyman. That's what they call me.
Right.
So I
Because
should
in the
get this
porn
done.
industry,
Mhm.
you're good at using things that look like sticks.
I'm always the plumber. You know.
Yeah. You
like-
got some carpentry background.
Yeah.
You come into those pornos, those stories where you're a carpenter and you're like, I gotta fix your house. This looks leaky.
He has the
Mhm.
shortest shorts.
You're the shortest of shorts. And then like
Tool belt with like a hammer.
And it's like
still my ass crack is showing.
right, and it's Home Alone mom who's just like, my husband hasn't been home in 2 weeks on a business trip, and then it's just that's the scenario we're working with here. So you're gonna roll a dice.
the meat comes out of the shorts.
We know the rolls, so
wish
let's
me
see
luck.
what he gets.
A 5.
Ooh, it's a 5. So what's gonna happen is
Shit.
what's gonna actually happen is you're gonna build this shelter, but Jesus was real, and he didn't like that you just totally forgot about him as you
Yep.
sobered up. So he's gonna smite the shit out of your shelter and be like,
Oh.
"You better fucking remember my name."
Oh yeah, I will.
And then you guys are just forced to just laying down on the ground for the night. Sorry, but you failed.
God damn it, George! I told you to believe in Christ.
You know, I've been trying, but
Being in the porn industry, you don't have time for Jesus anymore.
Yeah, you're just sucking dick and taking names.
That's it.
oh,
Wow.
I'm a gay porn star. Okay.
Yeah, well,
You gotta do what you
whatever
gotta do.
backstory you get, I don't know.
You
So,
gotta get
Can't
money
pick and
somehow.
choose.
day 1 is complete, and it's a failure. So we're on a day 2. You guys both wake up, and your objective for the day is to find food. You're hungry. You're starving. Day 1 didn't work out so well, so you need to rejuvenate your bodies with a meal. So go ahead. How are you guys going to get this done?
All right, man. What are you thinking? What do you see?
All right, so I do have my trusty knife that I
Yeah.
can stab things with.
Okay.
All right.
So I hear in the distance.
Some scurrying.
So you hearing some things in the bushes?
Yep.
What are
George
you
isn't
gonna
high
do?
anymore, right?
You
I
know-
slapped
No,
the
no,
shit
no.
out-
He's
all right.
good.
Okay, good.
not
I
All
thought I
right.
was high. Oh, no. Never mind. It was real.
Okay.
I see, you know what I see?
Hmm.
What do you see?
A rabbit riding a deer.
Oh,
Wow.
Right on
that
top.
is a
Convenient.
wild thing to happen.
Nice.
So you know what I'm going to try to do?
What are you gonna
I'm
do?
going to throw the knife right at the rabbit.
Damn, I feel like you got to think these things through.
I like it. One action.
All right, George is gonna throw
Here
his
we
knife,
go.
his only knife, at a deer rabbit combination.
Six.
Ooh.
Big
Yay.
surprise, it fails.
So that fails. George throws his knife, trying to hit the rabbit. He misses and instead hits the velociraptor that was on the plane.
Wait, he's here?
He survived.
Where is he coming from?
I don't know. He was trying to find you guys to help you out, but now there's a knife lodged in his back thigh.
So how does he sound like?
He's fucking tight. He is so mad. And right now he's charging at you.
Of course.
Fuck.
Jurassic Park Velociraptor charge. Like, so scary. What do you guys do?
I gotta save him.
Yeah, Dave needs to
I
help
gotta
me
Well,
save
you
out.
lost
George.
your knife.
Yeah,
Because
he's
it's
got no
lodged in this
protection.
I'm
Velociraptor's...
still wearing my trusty condom, though.
Okay, I don't know
That's
if that's
useless.
gonna help.
I don't
I
want to
can
hear that.
suffocate him.
What are you gonna do, Dave?
I'm gonna as he's gonna as he's gonna come after George, I'm gonna just throw my picture of my family at him
Okay.
in hopes of distracting and maiming him enough to stop his attack.
All right. So Dave's gonna throw his family photo at this Velociraptor.
So you're going to ninja star throw it?
Oh, so
It's a
Dave rolls a
3.
3. What ends up happening is Dave throws his photo at the Velociraptor, and it hits him square in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And the Velociraptor takes his photo and looks at it, and it's a beautiful family. Lovely. It's just so moving. It reminds Velociraptor of his childhood growing up
Mhm.
in the Triassic period.
Yep.
And he's just completely in tears right now because, you know, Dave's there with his grandfather. He hasn't seen his grandfather in ages. He likes to go fishing, and the Velociraptor remembers his grandfather that liked to go fishing and killing. And this Velociraptor decides, you know, you guys aren't so bad.
And then
I
I stab
like
him in the
this.
eye.
Whoa!
We gotta get food
What?
somehow.
Okay, so Dave then fucking, I guess with his 2 fingers, stabs the Velociraptor in the eye. Velociraptor's blind and falls. So I think
That's it.
that
Snap
did
his neck and
Wow.
we got food.
Fuck.
There we go.
Oh,
He
boy.
was a nice velociraptor,
Wow.
too.
There goes your pilot. So that took an action from both of you. Congratulations.
We got food, right?
You guys got some raw Velociraptor meat. The problem is, you guys you can't just eat it raw.
That's true.
Everybody knows Velociraptor carries parasites and bacteria.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? Now you gotta figure out. You have 2 actions left. You gotta cook this meat and make it edible.
All right. So we no longer have the knife or my picture of my family.
Nope.
All right. I think we got to. I don't know. We gotta get fire. A fire. We get some like flint.
Yeah, we have to just rodizio the
rocks.
shit out of that raptor and just stick a giant stick between him.
Yeah.
And just nice get a slow roast going.
Exactly.
We need that fire.
All
Yeah.
right.
We make a fire out of like a flint and some rock and just sparks until it works.
All right. I like it.
Until it works.
Okay.
Until it burns up.
So you're both gonna spend an action on building this fire, I presume, right?
Yeah.
Well,
let's do it.
Can I get the preparation going? So can I stick the giant stick?
Yeah,
between
it would basically be like you're getting the stick and doing the action, and
Rodizio.
and Dave's over here getting like the wood to fuel the fire. So
All right.
you're both contributing with 1 action each. So I'm gonna roll a dice to see if you guys are successful or if you're not. Here we go. Ooh, it's a 5. So what ends up happening now is there's you hear something else in the bushes. And you look over, and out comes a man. You're not
Hey,
alone.
what's up, guys?
He comes up to you, and you're wondering, like, what is this guy? And all he does is he comes up to you, and he says, "You have some change? Change, spare change?
No, I don't have change.
Oh man.
Change? Can I have some change for the bus ride home? Change?" And now this hobo has joined you, and you both are distracted by this man, and you're digging in your pockets. You're like, maybe I do have some change to give this guy. While you're doing that, the fire that you did have has now burnt out completely, and the hobo just pisses in it and runs away.
He was the cause.
He was the cause.
He just pissed on the fire that we
Yeah,
have.
he comes out, dick swinging, and pissed on the fire asking for change while you guys were busy looking
getting
for some...
change.
Yep.
So it's just a useless.
Now you have a useless fire pit with piss in it.
So we have no wood,
And no fire pit.
but a lot of meat.
We still got the
Raptor meat.
Yeah, so you guys have one action left and some raptor meat.
We both have one action. Yeah.
You could sushi it.
Ah man, I don't know.
Slice and dice. Got some
Get some raw sashimi, raptor sashimi on it.
Yeah, get a little,
seaweed wrap.
get some lemons,
Yeah.
carrot,
You could do that. Get some.
find some salt,
There we go.
just smoke it. We
Mmm.
can't do that because we don't have fire. But all right. So what are you thinking, George?
So, can we use? We're gonna use some oranges because we can't find lemons to get that.
Sounds like
get
the
that.
right thing.
Get that. Get that.
Acidity.
Yeah, we need that ascorbic
All right, so you're gonna
acid.
sushi it. You're gonna just
We're
sushi
gonna
it.
sushi it. We gotta cure it with the rawness.
We gotta denature that, so that we can eat it,
Okay.
so we don't die.
All right, cool. So I'm guessing what's going to happen is George is going to take the knife out of the velociraptor's thigh, start cutting out some slices, and eats the sushi, right?
Yep.
Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're
All right,
gonna go.
I'm going to
with.
roll a dice, and let's see if this works or not. Okay, so I roll a 4, meaning it does not work.
Nope.
So what
God
happens
forbid.
is you start slicing this velociraptor meat, and all of a sudden, the velociraptor, you start slicing open into it,
God damn it.
and you find out it was pregnant.
So
So now it gives birth to live velociraptors, which are now hungry, so they eat the carcass
of their mother.
of their mother, because they have to. It's like an
Yeah,
honor
they need
thing.
to.
Like it's for honor.
Yeah, just so
Nobody else is eating their mother.
Yeah,
They're eating their
exactly.
own mother in that scenario. Sounds weird,
I guess.
but
So now we have the burden of protecting them and having.
No, they
to-
run off.
Oh, okay.
they say fuck you guys for killing our mother.
We're out.
We're eating her so you don't, because we're carnivores.
Yeah.
They decide not to eat you guys.
Yeah, they're not hungry anymore. Why
They're
would they
chill,
stick
they're
around?
chill.
Yeah,
They
they're
have
not.
some respect.
Yeah, they're not gonna eat you guys because you're too big and alive. So they take their meat, they take the body of their mother, they go scurrying into the woods, and that's your food. You guys fail.
Oh, yay. That was a great way to end that one.
So day
Just
2
no food.
is a failure.
No shelter.
So you guys go to bed hungry.
Yeah.
No shelter.
No shelter.
Filled with termites.
the scent of piss.
If we fail one more thing.
Yeah, then then you guys aren't surviving. So day 3 is you guys need to find some water now. So it's
All right, let's do
getting
it.
desperate. Your body needs to hydrate.
Our body. Some of our
heat
the parts of our body
exhaustion.
are starting to just deactivate.
Yep,
Just
just
Yeah,
exhaustion.
George's arm doesn't work anymore.
left
Oh.
eye.
Wow, things are starting to twitch. You guys know that after you need water within the first 3 days, or else survival drastically
Yeah.
decreases.
Yeah.
So go get some water.
All right, man. What do you hear? You
Alright,
hear,
so-
hear
so,
any sort
yeah,
of water
I hear,
sources?
I hear a little bink, bloop, bink, bloop, bink.
Okay.
Local cave.
Ooh.
Ooh, there's a
okay.
cave.
There's a cave.
You see a cave?
I see a cave.
Caves are moist. Oh, that's the wind coming
It's
out of the
wind,
cave.
And you're like, oh.
So we're in a
Just check
cave
it
now?
out.
Spare change.
Oh, this is his cave?
This is his
This
house.
is his cave.
Oh, is it really?
It might
Yep.
be.
Well,
Oh man.
so
So we're going into this cave. We're gonna
so we're gonna
explore
follow the water drippings. Bloop.
Mm-hmm.
Bloop.
All right.
All right, let's follow it.
it. Yeah.
So you guys are gonna take this action, and you're gonna head into this cave. I like it. So you guys are both gonna enter this cave, and you notice that there's just water drippings. There's puddles. It's very dark, but luckily,
I do have a flashlight.
There's a flashlight.
So I'm
Yep.
pretty much using it to explore this cave as much as I possibly
So,
can.
you guys, I'm gonna subtract 1 action for going into this cave from both of you.
Mm-hmm.
You both have 2 each. Dave's got his flashlight on, so you got a limited range to see around you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go further into this cave?
So we have no water source
Yes.
as of yet.
So we should probably get that water.
Yeah,
We heard spare change in the background.
But it's pretty far though.
It's
so
far.
It's far. Okay, let's just do it anyway.
you
Let's
kind
see
of
where
just
this-
always hear it.
Yeah, you always
It's
kinda
al-
hear
you heard it in the plane too, so you don't know what was going on. Spare change. That's as the plane was crashing.
As the Raptor is going to.
So yeah, so you guys are gonna go in,
Yeah,
explore,
flip
find a spring in there.
Roll that dice.
All right, so
hope we see
here
something.
we go. I'm gonna roll a dice to see what they find.
Oh,
Wow,
come
we're so
on.
lucky. I love this game.
What's gonna happen is you're gonna
That's a
walk into
6,
this
by the way.
cave. You're gonna walk into this cave, and you're gonna approach this beautiful spring, indoor waterfall. So nice, and you guys decide finally things are going right.
Yeah,
Finally, things are just looking up.
Little do we know.
Well, here's what's gonna happen. George decides, hey, we haven't had fun in the past 2 days.
Of course, it's
We've been down and out with our luck. Let's just enjoy this indoor waterfall. So George is gonna climb to the top, and he's gonna
Why?
jump right in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, is that waterfall shallow! As soon as he jumps in, crack his leg, just the femur. I don't know what is that part of your leg? What's the leg
Shin.
bone? Shin. Just
Kneecaps.
Just nice little crack in it, and your leg is broken.
Good.
So
Good job, George.
so
This is what you do to us.
what? Luckily, you have something, don't you? What do you got in
I
there?
have a band-aid.
All right.
So I proceed
though.
to place.
Wait though.
Ooh.
While you take your bandages out, and while you and Dave are woeing over this misfortunate, unfortunate event, you hear a voice in the water. It's a mermaid.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we shouldn't listen to it then.
A mermaid in the world's shallowest water.
She's just like kind of flopping
Not even
in it.
swimming, is just using her arms to just fucking, like, when you're in the shallow end of the pool and you're on your knees.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
That's what she's
she's
doing.
Yeah,
still
she's-
using her tail to like.
She's kind of like
flop.
flopping around,
So sad.
splashing.
This cave hasn't seen rainfall in years, so it's kind of just on limited supply. Like, so
here,
she's
take it
crawling
all.
up to you guys and is like, boys, I've noticed that there's some trouble going on, and your friend has injured his foot, falling into my shallow ass.
Like,
So
she
you
admits
guys
it.
are desperate. So you offer her, you tell her, look, I have these band-aids.
Dora the Explorer,
Dora the
limited
Explorer-
edition,
Yeah.
1999.
Yep,
Sure.
band-aids. She says, here's what I'll do. I will kiss these band-aids with my magic breath
Mm-hmm.
and magic saliva, and it will fix your wound, and you will be fine. But you have to give something in exchange. What do you guys have to offer?
What do we have to offer? Well, I have I don't have a. Do I have my picture of my family anymore?
Nope.
Oh, that shit is lodged in the Raptor's head. So I have nothing really. What about you, George?
I proceed to just give her.
What are you giving her?
I've given her that good time.
Oh, okay. So George decides
To use his condoms.
to use his condoms to offer this mermaid an interesting twist of events. So let's see what the mermaid does here.
A good time.
We're
as
gonna roll this dice. It's a
It's
2.
a
Yes,
So the mermaid.
Let's go.
Here's the prop.
Oh, yeah. There's
that's a 2 though. How do I get a-
I mean, I rolled a 2, so the mermaid's going to agree. But this mermaid is in her upper 80s. And is
smelly
just-
fish.
Fucking God, like just sardine smelling, the worst fish scent. Like like just fish market scent.
Yep,
That's exactly what you're smelling.
of course.
But you got to fix your leg and survive. So
This is the only
you're
way.
down to do it. So yep, you slip on an old rubber and
Of course.
you get to fish business. Whatever.
George's got to get hard first.
Well, I'm gonna roll a dice to see to see if George gets hard. That's a 4.
God damn it.
So,
This is a break.
So George, limp dicking it up, unable to get it up, offends the mermaid. She decides, and she already healed his leg because that was the equivalent exchange. But she decides, wow, I'm fucking offended, and curses
I'll take
you,
your place.
and curses you, George, to never get hard again.
Nah.
So your porno career just instantly went down the drain in that one moment.
Yep.
It was worth it, though. I got my
You only
sting
have
back.
one action left. I don't know how many. There's a couple actions that happened there. So
George didn't get hard.
Yeah,
That's
so-
definitely an action.
yeah, so you have one left.
Okay.
All right.
And Dave, I believe you have what?
I think I want to say 2, but to just keep this going, I have 1.
All right. So now what? I mean,
Well, we got this spring. Let's just load up my
Yeah.
water bottle
you're just gonna drink.
full of this shit.
Drink the water.
All right.
So
So
th-
this is it. You both are gonna use your last action to drink this water. Let's see what happens. Ooh,
God
it's
damn,
a
man.
6. So
For
you
the love of God.
So you both take a nice sip of this water.
Nice swig.
Nice swig of it. You guys are drinking it. You're like, finally, I'm hydrated. Little do you know, you look over at the top of the waterfall, and who do you see? Change. Spare change.
Yo, don't
It's
tell me
the
he's pissing
goddamn-
on the.
He's pissing down
Ah,
the waterfall.
damn
You
it.
guys are taking in piss water.
So is that why the mermaid
And-
smelled really putrid?
I don't know. That whole now that you think about it, this whole cave just
kind of
sucks.
gross.
It just smells like shit. It's
Yeah.
nasty. And you guys spit out that water. You're more thirsty now because
The high concentration
Ugh.
of piss.
God, that pH balance. So you guys fail. Day 3.
Yay.
So 3 you guys now this is what's gonna happen. You failed 3 days of survival.
Miserably.
Yeah,
Misery ensues.
we are fucked
You
up.
walk out of this cave, George with a limp dick. Dave doesn't even remember what his family looked like anymore.
Yeah, I didn't care about that.
You both fall and collapse, look up towards the sky, and
Jesus.
just start singing.
I know.
Well, you guys are so damn delirious at the end of day 3. You're just openly singing, I don't know, nonsense. You guys have failed your survival mission. You failed to build a shelter on day 1. You failed to find food on day 2, and you failed getting water on day 3. The most critical and essential elements of survival, you failed. So you both die.
Where do we just die on the ground? That's it. That's all that happens.
Yeah, and what happens is Jesus arrives once more, lifts your souls out of your body, and drags us straight to hell.
Damn. What's
Where we
up, though?
belong.
Where now you have to do next week's survival game where you have to survive in hell for 3 days.
That's not a problem.
We're not doing that. So congratulations on failing.
So
Thanks, Dylan.
what do you? So that's an accurate portrayal of how we
I
would
think-
survive.
I honestly
yeah.
believe everything that I said would happen
Yep.
in that exact order.
mermaid.
If it was me and Dave in the
Hobo.
woods by ourselves, it's
Yeah.
100% factual.
Absolutely.
Whatever happened to the baby raptors?
They just populated, and now in the Andes Mountains, there's a steady growing population
Yeah.
of velociraptors.
They're just on the mountains.
But they're cool. They're lumberjacks,
Mhm.
so they're providing.
How do they
uh,
cut down trees?
with their large ass talons?
Okay.
They're just scraping. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually.
What about the hobo in the cave?
Some say he's still in that cave,
Just pissing.
just pissing
Asking
still,
for change.
asking for
Give-
change.
Give this man some change.
think the
He's
mermaid's
looking,
gonna-
He's looking for bus fare.
You-
So
you think the mermaid's still tight about George not doing it, giving her a
she
good
gets
time
by.
Eh,
in her shallow cave?
Yeah, she gets by.
Spring.
I don't know.
she waits for the next.
She waits for the next
Ex-
group of adventurers or survivors. But yeah,
Yeah, I think we got that's a good I
that's
think
a
we
good
had fun.
portrayal.
Have
So
fun.
would you now that you guys have done the survival scenario, do you guys think you would have done anything different? Like if you were really surviving, like, you know, because every time I hear the word camping, I think to myself, death. Like I don't.
think of
I think of
bugs.
just not having a good time,
just
really.
crazy
I don't know.
insects.
I've gone camping once, and here's my camping story. We go to this unmarked. Well, it was a marked campground. Where you pay to rent lots, right? So spaces in around this lake, and we went. And during the day, it was whatever your basic outdoor experience. Bugs, gnats flying all over the place.
Yep.
There's a little lake. You start doing that bullshit where you start stacking rocks and try and balancing them. So we did that. I don't know if you've
I
ever
see
seen
what you
that.
mean. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I've never done
Yeah,
that.
well,
It's like one rock is bigger, and you just kind
Yeah,
of
you just kind of you use all your mental endurance to try and figure out how to balance some rocks. And then that seemed fine. At night though,
Oh jeez.
we had this campfire going, and we had this really makeshift grill where it was just aluminum foil on some rocks, and we threw some sausage links on it, and maybe like some burger patties. Worst seasoning ever, just
Salt.
barely any salt or pepper.
Mosquito wings.
Yeah, just
chars of just dead insects.
pollen.
Just disgusting. But you know what? Fuck it. Survival. We're hungry.
Yeah.
So we're going to eat anything at this point. And I swear to you, I kid you not, as I'm trying to turn one of these fucking burger patties, I look over to a rock next to me, and I see a spider the size of my hand. Just chilling there like it's his job.
Yo, what's good?
He was asking for some. He's like, yo,
Yeah,
I guess so.
I want
You guys
mine
gonna-
well done. Like,
Spare
Yeah,
change?
he already thinks he's getting one. Like he knows he's getting one.
yeah,
of
not
those
too much, not
sausage
too much.
links.
Yeah, just flip
Right,
it.
like
He's giving you advice.
pretty much. Like that spider was part of our camp group.
You
now.
can't tell him not to be a part of it at that point.
He owns us now.
He does.
That fucking spider,
The
I
fear
kid you
alone.
not, was the size of my hand with the longest legs I've ever seen. And I froze in that fight or flight reflex kind of a situation where I was like, hey, everybody, look at this shit. Like, I beamed my flashlight on. I was like, don't you fucking move. If you move, I swear this thing will jump at
It
you.
is known to attack.
At a it will do that runner's sprint long jump and just
The Olympic
the
Games.
Olympic Games
How does
jump.
the spider sound?
And he just gets a running start and just long jumps onto your back where he buries himself in you and
You become a spider.
he's you.
Yeah.
You're literally Spider-Man. So we were like, well, how are we going to deal with this motherfucker? So I take a long ass pole and I jam it right into this guy.
Wow.
And this is how you know you're dealing with a fucking serious spider.
Why would you ever?
Doesn't even flinch.
No, this is how you know you're dealing with a spider. When I squashed it, it made a sound
Oh.
and juice came out of it.
Mm.
It's like one of those horror movies where like, like an alien or something where like it eats somebody and like the juice just gets on the other person's face.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Or
like that. That was me.
or it's standing above you and you don't notice,
And
and
the
then
juice is dripping on
you're
your
like,
forehead.
and you
Uh-huh.
touch your face like, ooh, what's this?
And you taste it.
And you look up.
It's like your friends that
And
are
then he,
like
eats you.
destroyed.
Yeah. So that's how you know you're dealing with some serious Mother Nature, and why I probably won't ever go camping again, because
What
I
if-
know mythical creatures exist out there.
Yep.
And velociraptors.
Um.
What if
and,
that spider was pregnant though, and more spiders came out of it?
We'd burn We'd burn the whole forest down.
Yep.
That's
Gone.
the only
Out.
way to
I-
deal with that.
That's
part.
all that's left.
Mm-hmm.
I
There's no
don't-
other way of doing it. You have to just
That would be
burn
the
it.
worst.
any.
Or offer one of my friends as sacrifice.
Mhm. They would be the
Yeah.
first one.
To leave us alone.
What
would
would
be
be
the
the
guy.
ceremony you would do for that sacrifice?
We would put him facing up, penis sticking right in the air, and let the spiders just drag him and do what they please. As simple as that.
They just drag you away with your dick out.
Yeah, penis first.
They drag you from your
Yeah,
penis
exactly.
to the fort. You're hard for
Um,
some reason.
Well, maybe you're into that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, when you are dead, like that's the first thing. It just solidifies. Just
Oh, good to know.
no, it's a myth.
Okay,
Don't.
okay, good to not know. So yeah, that's my closest encounter with survival.
And
I've
mythical
never,
creatures.
I've never survived. I never had to do any sort of tenting or anything like that. What about you, George?
No, I went camping once as well, but it wasn't like a big thing really. It was just just tireless amounts of bugs and mosquitoes. Just
Now, do you think Bear Grylls really does it? Do you or do you think it's all show? Like, do you think how much of it is him really surviving opposed to production and crew joining him? Because they do say like, oh, he's got one camera guy, or like he's just the one with the camera and he's recording himself.
Do you mean like is the piss that he's drinking like
No,
real?
I mean, is
how
he
real is the
how real
survival?
is he in? Is he really in any danger? Like,
I think I think it's been admitted that he doesn't really survive at all. Like he's not really in harm at all. Like he doesn't really.
Like
He might eat some bugs.
mhm.
He might do some things, and he might tell you things that are smart in terms of survival. But I think it's all like kind of debunked. Like he sleeps in a tent. Like he's chilling.
Like what
in
I'm
a hotel.
Like what I'm asking is, between scenes, are they like, all right, good, and then
Here's
they go
your
back to a trailer?
Lobster.
Yeah, some lobster, some
I
donuts.
think that's exactly what happened.
I feel like I don't know anything about like Bear Grylls, whether or not like it's real or not, but I feel like it's doable. You know, do some research behind it.
Yeah, I
if
think
you're going to like a place, like
yeah, where you have to survive.
yeah, you know, if this ocean right here has a lot of clams. I've seen videos of him eating jellyfish. I think it was jellyfish, and
pretty badass.
they were like poisonous or something if you get stung, and
Yeah,
I feel like that's always a thing. You know, even whether or not it's fake, there's always those harms and stuff. I feel like
no doubt he's really putting himself out there, and he's really exposing himself to danger. But I think there's also that element where he knows he's safe.
well, there's
Yeah,
always that element.
There's a guy with a
because
shotgun.
There's a guy,
behind him.
at least one guy there, so that if something bad does happen, instantly just call the police.
Yeah.
I mean, not the police, like.
But that kind of takes the
ambulance.
credibility out of the show. Are you really Survivor Man?
I think he is because he
like-
tells you the information.
You're like kind of
that's-
Survivor
It's
Man.
like half and half. Yeah, it's like if something does like happen, it's not a big deal as long as it's not a big deal. You know, if it's something small,
Like a bear attack.
bear attack.
Bear
he's
attack
out.
is not small.
He's out.
That can't be
He's
small.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you would get wrecked by
if
that.
it's like, oh, this poisonous snake bit me. All right, let's just go home. I'll give you the
Which, like,
anti-venom.
Speaking of bears, like, do you watch The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Where he buried himself in a bear.
Or when
No,
he had
He buried himself in a horse.
Didn't
Oh,
he
yeah,
get
yeah,
raped
yeah.
by the bear?
No,
No.
he fought a bear and got severely damaged. But this just brings up how, like, when we think about survival, it's crazy that humans not so long ago, their lives were literally survival. Like, we take everything for granted to the point where we have a shelter, we have our basic needs met, like food and water,
Mhm.
constantly given to us. But like, people back then really were survival game constantly. You know what I'm saying?
We
like,
laugh at mambas fighting in a golf course
Yeah,
when
like,
that
you-
was something you have to like murder.
Exactly. You
or
know, we've gone
dodge.
to the point of humans being spoiled when they can laugh at some fucking black mambas fighting each other
Exactly.
instead of running in fear and cowering at
Yeah,
it.
like
Calling their family members to come watch.
Exactly.
just imagine like
Kidding me?
having us three having to like chase
No,
down like
fuck
some
that.
giant
Like a
like,
moose.
or like it could be a bear. I don't know. Whatever we.
Damn, we're going for the hardest animal.
Mammoth.
to-
Mammoth.
Surround it,
Yeah,
or
a
even
mammoth.
then,
God
and just
damn it.
trying to chase it down with
No,
a spear.
We're
Like
like damn fools.
Like that would have been so trash.
Like, we're so spoiled by survival to the point where, like, for entertainment, we watch people stick their heads in like crocodile mouths in like Florida.
That's the craziest. thing.
Another reason why Florida sucks.
Yo, tell me.
People laugh at other people putting their heads and hands inside crocodile
That
mouths.
man does not get paid enough for that.
There,
That is
there's no amount
It's
of
like
money.
a swamp carny. That's like
No,
a. You
yeah,
know what I
fuck
mean?
that.
if
They
that
They do like
crocodile
swamp
sneezes.
carny
Shoo.
stuff.
Chunk. There goes your
Bless
head.
you. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, now we're
That
just
happens so many
we literally
times.
mock survival. We mock danger by just putting like ourselves in these scenarios where like now survival isn't even a thing anymore to us. Like we've outgrown that and we've totally beat it.
Well,
But
if you're gonna be a serious note, in higher developed countries.
right,
more.
absolutely,
They're still like, you know,
absolutely. But
natives.
I think in those third world countries, their survival is more socioeconomic survival, where they're trying to get money to pay for rent, housing.
Crops.
It is survival at a basic level, but it's more.
I mean, there
They're
still
not
are.
gonna get killed by
No,
an
yeah,
animal.
they're not.
There still are snakes and stuff.
They
like
might die
that.
by
Oh,
like
sure. And there are literally tribes still
Starving.
out there that are doing survival, like
Yeah,
like
like
in the
legit.
Amazon, in
You
Africa.
need to hunt for your food.
Exactly. So it's crazy that we've gotten to the point in human evolution where a large group of us are privileged enough to not worry about survival, and at the same exact time there are people who are still at the most primordial like primitive level of survival.
It is weird. It is weird
And
that
we
we
all
have that.
we all coexist on the same planet and are at two totally different points of almost like advanced civilization. You
And
know what I
also,
mean?
like, those people have different levels of success than we do. Like, for us, it's all about money, right? That measures your sort of success in a general sense.
It's
And those people, like, success is, like, having some food
Yeah, exactly.
once in a while
Exactly. I think
or water.
I think now our struggle for survival literally comes out of being able to provide
Or
with money.
have a work. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
your
That's modern
term of
survival.
if you can have a job or
That's
not.
Yeah,
interesting.
could you imagine, like, tribes, like, with a suit going into work, and the work is just them trying to slaughter or, like, something to eat for your family? Like, that's
their work day.
their work day, really.
Yeah.
They go in
Poison
and
dart frogs.
just anywhere, small
But I mean, being
mosquitoes,
like,
malaria.
high, like top of the line of the food chain, like the top predator, they still have to hunt just like any normal animal. It's just that they don't have to fear as much as being hunted because you're in a large group of people.
Yeah.
So, like, they're the top predators.
Absolutely. But
So,
at the very core of it, it all comes down to fulfilling your basic needs, your basic essential survival needs.
yeah,
So
chase
Survival.
down food.
Yeah.
Grow your own food.
and procreate and move on to the next generation.
Get your dick
That's-
hard, George.
Yeah.
So I think that the bottom line of this entire podcast is to show you guys that, we would not survive.
Yeah, I think
In,
we're surviving. We now in IRL, like
We're living.
we're living. But throw us in some fucking woods and maybe a forest or two, and we look
ourselves.
crazy.
Yeah, there's no way
We don't
we'd
know
survive.
shit about survival.
Jesus might show up.
We'd eat each other, probably.
Most
We
likely.
I'd start
resort-
fighting. Just start
The
fighting.
first thing, as soon as we land in the woods, what really would have happened was me and Dave would have just duked it out.
It-
Winner stays on. That's it.
Like, winter might
Yeah,
live
winter
for like
stays
2
on.
more days.
Yeah.
And
Or you become the fabled survivor wild man, and
spare change. become
you become the hobo. Wow. Now that's a full circle.
Yeah, we
In an-
really
in
like
an-
to circle it
In
up.
an alternate timeline, what would have happened is George would have killed Dave, and he would have became the hobo.
And then
Newsflash,
actually,
George
like,
is that hobo
plot twist. Yeah, the hobo that we met was actually me
from another
from a
dimension.
different dimension.
God damn.
And I was like, spare change. But I knew
Wow.
deep down. I knew.
You were pissing all over us.
I love it. That's what would really happen if we try to survive. So we want to thank you for listening to our silliness and to this game and enjoying our podcast. We are updated on Twitter.
Yep. Where to find us. We have our Twitter, Los Amigos, at Los Amigos Live. We've got, if you want to look for us on iTunes, search up Los Amigos Podcast. If you want to support us on Patreon, Los Amigos Podcast. We're going to be Twitching. We're going to be Twitching CSGO, Civ 5, Ark, Golf with Friends, etc.
Yeah, we're playing games.
Like party
So
games.
Yeah, catch us on Twitch.
Got a lot of good fun stuff, usually on Wednesdays or Fridays. Check out our Twitter to figure out when we're live.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, that would be nice so you don't have to keep checking. And then catch us on next episode where we talk about things that suck.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that suck.
Like what, Dylan?
Velociraptors.
Velociraptor pilots
Thank
suck.
God they're not alive.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
Survival ratings would be down.
We would be dead. A
Um,
lot.
Yeah, so thanks for joining.
I just want to say one more thing. Let us know what you guys think. Feedback. We want feedback.
Yeah,
Comment.
tell us
what
we
you
suck.
feel about.
Tell us we're good.
Like, yeah.
But
let
tell us
know.
why.
Comment. If you're not watching this on YouTube, go to YouTube, leave us a comment, or on our Twitter.
Or even if you have any ideas on a topic that you'd like us to cover or talk about,
Definitely.
that's cool. We'll maybe consider it and do it.
Any and all feedback would be lovely.
Yeah, and if you really do enjoy watching, subscribe, or tell a friend, 2 friends.
3 friends. Tell your
all
aunt.
your friends.
Tell your creepy ass uncle that comes to your Thanksgiving and smells like cigarettes.
Only tell him though. Don't tell any of your other family relatives. We just want him.
Yeah.
Tell the hobo that you pass by on the
tell
streets
your
every single day.
tell your local hobo about Los Amigos podcast.
Yeah, like-
Make him an amigo.
Yeah. You want to change? Sure, but make sure to check these guys out. You know.
First. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Plug us everywhere.
thank you very much, and until next time.
Later.
See ya.
Goodbye, guys.
Change. Spare change.